The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the views of Sky Radio.
Good morning on this beautiful Thursday. Listen, how are you this morning? Yes, listen, as long as you have life, there is hope. As long as there is a God, we know that we're good because we serve the living God who is omnipotent, omniscient. He is good and he loves you this morning. Listen, today I just want to give some reflection on the famous poem. I don't know if you remember when you were a child growing up, and it seemed like every church had this poem, Footprints in the Sand. And Mary Stevenson version, which was written in 1939. That's the one that I'm going to read today. And I don't care how old you are, you can never forget that poem once you've read it. And the reason why I want to read this with you today and use this as a source of encouragement is because this is still relevant in any era, in any decade. This poem, listen, it is so relatable and so everyday, so I want to read the poem that I could remember as a child reading over and over again, Footprints in the Sand by Mary Stevenson. And I begin. One night I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Many scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each scene, I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were two sets of footprints. This bothered me because I noticed that during the low periods of my life, when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, or defeat, I could only see one set of footprints. So I said to the Lord, "You promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk with me always. But I have noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there have only been one set of footprints in the sand. Why? When I needed you most, you have not been there for me." The Lord replied, "The times when you have seen only one set of footprints is when I carried you." Didn't that poem by Mary Stevenson cause goosebumps to raise on your skin, your hair to raise? Think about it now. She reflected on the times when life seems to be at its worst. There was only one pair of footprints. As human beings, we get so caught up with ourselves. We always think of ourselves highly than we ought to. And sometimes we give ourselves just a little bit too much credit. Not that I'm asking you to be using the inferiority complex, but sometimes we really think that we can exist without God. Sometimes we get carried away and think that we have it all together and that we're self-made. But when scripture tells us that every good and perfect gift comes from God, comes from the Father of light. He loves us with an everlasting love. And I love how he answered her. Those times in your life when you couldn't even carry yourself, it was I who carried you. When you were going through the toughest situations of life, you didn't even have the energy to move one foot in front of the other. It was I who carried you. And it reminded me of Psalms 23 when David said, the Lord is our shepherd. You know, there was another picture that I saw a lot in church where Jesus held a sheep in his arms. And we are like sheep, you know, because Jesus said in John 10 that he is the good shepherd. Do you know that a shepherd, according to David's story, he would leave the 99 sheep just to defend that one sheep that may have strayed? And that's how our God sees you today. He loves you. When you can't fend for yourself, he protects you. He carries you. Whenever the enemy is trying to steal and destroy from you, because you remember John 10:10 says that the thief comes to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But Jesus said in the same verse of John 10:10, I have come that you may have life, and that you may have that life abundantly. So, back to the poem, Footprints in the Sand. We have to think of ourselves the way God sees us. He says that I am the good shepherd. Jesus says that I am the good shepherd. And the shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. We don't even have, we're not omnipotent and omniscient. We don't know it all. But God knows the end from the beginning, according to Isaiah 46. When we don't even know that the enemy has a trap and a snare to take us out, we have a good shepherd who sees the wolf, sees the enemy, sees his trap, sees his schemes. And he is the one who goes to defend us. He fights our battles. He takes us in his hands, in his arms, like the poem where there were only one pair of footprints. There are times when he has to carry us through situations, and there are times when he is going to lead us through. It all depends on the situation because God knows best. There are times when we're going to have to learn while he leads us through, and he doesn't always take away the problem, but he's there with us. And he says he'll never leave us and never forsake us. And remember in the poem, she asked him, you said that you will never leave me. Yes, he never did. And he always is with us. But the times when you only see one pair of footprints, that means he can do only what he can, because he is our good shepherd. He is our rock. He is our fortress. He is our stronghold. He is the one who fights our battles. So I don't know what it is that you're going through today, and maybe you feel like the lady in the poem where God, I only seen one pair of footprints. Where are you? But you need to know that it is not you. It is God who is taking you through the situation. The storm may not be over yet, whatever your situation may be, but notice that God is taking you through. It may not seem the best, but remember, seasons change, and he will see you through the situation. He is with you. Paul says in Romans 8:31 and 32 that if God is for you, who can be against you? So if you're feeling like this lady in the poem, that life is being so difficult and you feel like God is not there, remember, he is there. You can put your hope and you can put your trust in God that he is taking you through. And it's only a matter of time when you will see the two pairs of footprints. But as for the moment and you feel like there is only one pair of footprint, know that it is God. He is leading you. He is protecting you. He is taking you in his arms like that sheep. He is leading you to a better place in the right paths. David said in the paths of righteousness. He protects you. He will lay down his life for you. So it may not be comfortable because we always want to do our own thing. And maybe it's not comfortable while he is carrying you through the situation. But you can rest assured that that one pair of footprints is your Father who loves you with an everlasting love. And he will never leave you. He will never forsake you. And just know, like the good shepherd, when Jesus said, I am the good shepherd, that he is carrying you in his loving arms and he will protect you. So have a wonderful Thursday and know that you are loved.
You've been